Welcome, whether you're new or returning. Thanks for joining me. On my channel, I mainly do cross stitch, diamond painting, may do some other crafts. I am by no means an expert, so if you're just learning, let's do that together. If you're an expert, stay tuned. I'm always open for suggestions and comments. So let's get into it. The first thing I want to show you is my friend Jamie made me a few things for Christmas, and I just had to show you. She's a cross stitcher. She does count it. Oh my gosh, look at that. Absolutely beautiful. And then the back, she did a little Christmas thing and has a little hook on it. I'm gonna hang that up. I'm not putting it out for Christmas. I have a hook. I'm gonna put that in my craft room for all the time. So that was one. And then look at this. That is beautiful. I think that's the thread that's multicolored, but look at that. And she framed it. So I'm gonna keep that out in my craft room too. Nothing better than homemade gifts. Oh my gosh, I was so excited when I opened that. So happy. So let's see what we're got going on today. I've been working on this 11 count spring one. And, let's see if I can get it out without knocking everything over. So that's the picture. That's what I got done so far. Here's the picture. Let me take it out of this. Should be better prepared here, shouldn't I? Okay, so there's the picture. So pretty nice. I've never did anything from spring before, so I was curious. I ordered the same picture in 11 count and 14 count. I'm going to do both, but not at the same time. I'll do the 11 count finish and then do the 14, and then we can compare. There's the key. So then I was curious. There's no back stitch. I didn't look properly when I unboxed it, but no, there is back stitch. Huh. So this is the back stitch here. Sorry, there is back stitch. That would make sense. But you got full stitches, half stitches, then you got mixed colors, half stitch and full stitch. So there's lots of different colors. There's 26, 27, 28. I'm trying to see, but you only use 26 full colors. So anyways, I'm going to pluck away on that. I'll show you what I got done. Not a lot, just let's go out a bit. That was way too close for. So that's what I got done so far. Just this part here. It's all half stitch. One of them had a mixed color, which I wasn't sure what to do because it's 3 threads. So I went online, looked it up. They said the first color you take 1 thread and the second color you take 2 threads. Hopefully that was right. It said it on a couple of different places. So yeah, I think it looks okay. I just put it on this little frame, so I'm going to have to move it. But it's not overly big, so it's not too bad. Let's see, go out a little bit more. You can see that. So it shouldn't be too bad. And the half stitches go a lot quicker. So I like it. The threads are nice. They suggested cutting the threads in half and doing it. I didn't do that. I just kept them long. And I haven't had a real problem with them tangling. So there we go. There's all the colors on it. So yeah, I've been enjoying that. I like it because it's in my hand and it's smaller. So when I've been doing my 11 count, when I put it away and it's a little bit later at night, just ready to go to bed, I pull that out for the last 2 nights. A little butterfly cup, having black coffee now. First coffee of the day. Okay. So this is my other 11 count I'm working on. A little sewing room. And I'm over here. Probably like here. So let me show you. I'll show you the key first. It is not doing very well. I could put it in a folder, but the problem is I have to use it so much. And I'll show you why, because of the way it's framed up. And the way they had it laid out was kind of confusing, but I figured it out. So I've been using that quite a bit. And I'm going to have to use it more because when I roll it, I won't be able to see the key. So let me show you. I am enjoying it, though. I enjoy everything, though, really. So I haven't got a whole bunch done. It's got down here. Park some threads. Let's move those out of the way. I haven't been cutting these. They tell you to cut in half, and I haven't. So this is almost completely solid. When I finish these two colors, this would be solid here. And then oh my gosh, it looks so nice. And then up the path I've done a little bit up here. So I had to roll it. It's on the frame. And then the key, there's not a lot of empty. You can see there's not a lot of empty space on the side. The key's down here, and then it goes up the side. So right now, I'm not having a problem. I just have to confirm because some of the colors, I think I told you last time, they're really close together. But for the most part now, I'm chucking along here. So let's do a little bit together. I got a couple stories, so let me get set up and we'll get stitching. Okay, here we go. I'm going to do this little blue symbol here. It's not overly tight on this frame, so I like it. I like the 11 count. I like the thicker. These threads are nice. You got to be careful that they don't tangle up. I don't know. I'm having trouble this morning. I'll tell you why. I'm distracted. It does tangle up, but if you're careful, it's not too bad. Apparently, I can't find it. So I just guide it the thread from above and below, and I don't really have an issue with it. If I'm not paying attention, then it might tangle up a bit, but you know what's going to happen now, right? We're going to be doing it, and it's going to tangle. I'm having some trouble this morning. I don't know. So yeah, I really like the 11 count. I like it too because it's a little bit bigger. Sometimes when you're doing, when you're up there and you're finishing, like there's no, the stitches are solid. Sorry. Sometimes it's hard to get the needle through. So be careful. Luna decided to get into my drills here on the side. No, that's not. Oh no, it's Zeus. Luna's sitting over on a blanket. I think he's a little depressed, Luna. I'm going to play with him after I'm done. Get him a new toy. He's been kind of mellow the last 2 days, so my older daughter had a friend over. He loved him, and since then he's been a little sad. So I'm going to play with him a bit when we're done. Today is Sunday morning for me. It'll be Monday afternoon for you. I got up this morning, decided to go to the gym. So I think I'm going to go to the gym Mondays, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So Sundays it's dead in there. So I went, did my thing, got the pool, and looked out the window because you can't see in the gym, but you can see outside from the pool, and it's like complete whiteout, snowing like a banshee. And it was not snowing when I got in. So I only did 45 minutes, and then I get out, and my son had texted me. So I don't think I've told you my son's a type 1 diabetic, has been since he's been 9 years old. He's 20, he's almost 21. He wears an insulin pump, and his pump broke overnight. He didn't realize. He sleeps like a log. And of course, we had no insulin pens in the house. So I had to run out and get some. He's 20. He told me he doesn't need me to help him take care of his diabetes. He can do it. So, yeah, a little stressed out. So, I don't know, because I didn't know how long he was off the pump for. And he seemed okay, a little lethargic. He knew what day it was, could answer my questions. So, that was a plus. So, I got home. He was sitting on his phone. So, I don't think it was too long. But, you know, he's due for a new insulin pump. I've been telling him for months. But, you know, you can't tell the kids nothing. When he turned 18, he wanted to take over because I was pretty strict when it came to his diabetes. So. And he's an adult. He can take over. So stuff like that sometimes happens, I guess. Thank goodness you don't need a prescription in Canada for insulin. I don't know if you do in the States or anywhere else, but I could just run. If you have a prescription, though, you don't have to pay for it, especially if you're under 25. You don't pay for any kind of medications. but he couldn't remember where he went last time. So I just went to the nearest pharmacist and bought some. So, yeah. So many pharmacies around. The kids go to different ones. We go to the cheapest ones, but because their drugs are, not that they're on a whole bunch of drugs, but you know, if they need something, they can go anywhere and it's covered. So, but not for us. We have insurance, but it doesn't cover the whole thing. My husband's a diabetic too. He's a type 2 though. So yeah, anyways, all good, but just stress the mom out. No, that's too much of my hand there. Too much of my hand. It does stress the mom out for sure. I went to the gym, I didn't do a full workout. I did my full walking and weights and did 45 minutes in the pool, but my stomach, I don't know if I pulled a muscle somewhere near there, or I did a lot of diamond painting yesterday, so I was in the craft room a lot, sitting on my chair, so I don't know if it was the chair. It's not the best. So I'm going to finish this up, put my feet up, watch some Netflix, and cross stitch away. I think I'm going to finish the threads on this one that I have parked, and then I'm going to bring my big painting fairy 14 count. I'm still working on just the black and white on that picture. So I think that's what I'm going to do today. There's a house on it and it's got a roof and it's all black. So, well, not solid black, but majority of it's black. So, yep. And had a good day yesterday, which was Saturday. Of course, I diamond painted and had a nice chat with my friend. We're going to get together for lunch on Friday. And then one of my old co-workers, he's younger, he messaged me. We had a nice little chat. He got engaged over Christmas, so very happy for him. He's super funny. He's the same age as my oldest daughter. So anyway, so I had a nice chat with him. Told him I'd try to stop by not next week, the week after, and see him. And then my daughters came and sat with me and gave me what do they call it? The tea on the friend group. So yeah, it was a good day. It was a good day. I cleaned up a bit, did laundry. Today I'm not doing any of that. I'm just gonna, this is so nice. The symbols are nice and clear. They're nice and centered for the most part. I know I'm not the fastest cross stitcher, but it's so pretty. Oh my gosh, it makes me so happy. Makes me happy. My non-crafty friend messaged me. She wants to go do something crafty. She just retired not too long ago, so we go do crafts now. So we're just planning that, but it's hard to plan with the weather because you don't want to, oops, that didn't work out so well, but I'm going to leave it. So it's a bit of a conundrum. What are we going to do? But I didn't pull it all the way through, but I did. So yeah, I didn't show you, but I got a new stand because I don't usually cross stitch in the craft room. I usually do it in front of the TV. And my husband for Christmas brought me this little, because usually I just prop it up in my hand or pillows or blankets or something. But he bought me this little stand. It's wood and it works really well. The only problem is it loosens up quite a bit as you're doing it. So, but yeah, it's a game changer for sure. It is super nice. And you can make it at whatever angle you want. And yeah, it's got little, I'll try to remember. Maybe I'll show you on Friday or next Monday. But yeah, I like it. I'm sure he got it off Amazon. So I think today I'm going to like I said, finish the park threads, do my 14 count, and then before I go to bed, I'll do some of that 11 count. And I think tomorrow I'm going to get my other beaded cross stitch out and do that. I have not done that since the last video I did. Oops. Obviously, thread there. Different color. I know you're saying to me, don't do it that way. You shouldn't do that. Go back and pull it through, but I will. So it's sitting right here on my whip table, front and center. So I think I'm going to work on that on Monday. I don't have any plans on Monday, which is tomorrow. I'm not going to the gym. But the rest of the week, I think I'm out every day. Next Saturday, I'm going to take my friend's kids to the movies. I'm not sure what we're going to see yet. I'm stoked about that. They're so funny. And then I have lunch on Wednesday and Friday. And my daughter's got an appointment on Wednesday. And then Tuesday, I'm going to spend the day with my husband. And I'm going to want to go to this store. It used to be, before COVID, it was a really good craft store. Lots of crafting supplies, every DMC code under the sun. And it was always fully stocked yarn, fabric, foam. Like if you were doing a pillow or something, you need a foam piece for it, or just regular foam to cut. They had everything. It was fantastic. And, Michael sometimes... Sorry, the thread's too long. I'm just going to pull the other side. Michael, sometimes when you go, the yarn's picked over. Walmart, forget it. Yarn's always picked over. So there, it was good. And I don't know why, but I never bought yarn online. I always liked buying yarn, like to touch it. So that was a good store. So I'd go there quite a bit and had other stuff in there. And then after COVID, they decided to, and they had other stuff. So they had candles and house stuff and clothes. It's kind of one of those stores, mix match of everything, right? But the majority of it was crafts. So after COVID, they renovated. They moved the yarn to the back corner where there's no light. You couldn't see. It was horrible. You'd have to take the yarn, go to where it was light. And then they made the aisles smaller, so the fabric aisles super small. The DMC rack is right in the middle of the way. So if you're looking, I don't think I was locked. Was I unfocused that whole time? Oh my gosh, I hope not. But if I was, I apologize. And the DMC rack was right in the middle of the way. So every time you were looking, if you've seen one of those big DMC racks, it goes, I don't know, it's got to be 5.5 feet tall, and it goes right to the ground. So anyways, it was not pleasant. And then I bought yarn there one time. I got in the car and I'm like, what is that? And it started to have an odor when you walked into the store. I'm like, what is that smell? It was horrible. And I realized it was the yarn. So I took the yarn back. It's one thing if it was like factory smell or that's about it. And not strong. But this was musty, moldy smell. Yeah, I'm not taking yarn. So I stopped going there. I think I went one other time and everything was dirty and it was not enjoyable. But it's been probably a year since I've been there. So I'm just going to move. Oops, nope, wrong way. So we're moving up a little bit here. So I want to go. I just hit my light, sorry. So I think I want to go back and have a look and see what, if anything's different, anything changed, what they have. I want to see some diamond paintings. I buy all my diamond paintings online except my dollar store ones. I got a few from Michael's, but I don't like the Michael one. I'm not over keen on the Michael ones. But I was watching some YouTubers and they got some beautiful ones from Hobby Lobby and Oh my gosh. So I like to go and look at a display. So if any place that I know that have it would be that place. So I'm going to go have a look, I think. My husband doesn't mind. They have like a little hardware section there. And he buys socks there, I think, or something. So we're going to go have, I'm going to ask him, but I want to go and have a look on Tuesday, and then I'll take him out for lunch. There's a place near there that we like for lunch. And I was going to see, maybe take him to a movie on Tuesday. But there's nothing really playing that he would like. So, and he only has one day off and then he's back. So I don't know. We'll see. So that's the plan for the week. Yeah, I think I already bought yarn once online. Oops. See, I'm pulling. It's getting stuck on the side there. Let me thread well, let's thread the other color up since I'm going to thread something. So let's move back down and over. Sorry, let me move over. And there we go. Since I have to thread something up, let's do this nice color instead of the white. Oh, I'm concentrating. Where's my threader? I use a threader. I know you shouldn't have to use it for an 11 count. The eye's so big, but sometimes it goes in easy, sometimes it doesn't. So with a threader, you always know it's going to go easy, right? So there we go. That's a nice color. If I finish this part here, then this section down here is all done. That's an awkward way to do it, so I'm going to switch hands. Do it that way. Like I said yesterday, I don't have any small projects on the go. I just have big projects. I think the smallest project I have is that 11 count. I do have that 4 square 14 count cross stitch. I think I did a little. Oh my gosh, what is the problem, Christine? There we go. Have that little one with the 4 squares. So what was the point of that? What was the point of that? Oh yeah, I have that no big project, no small projects. So that's okay. Eventually I'll finish one of them. It's either going to be that smaller 11 count or that 14 count smaller one, but we'll see. All my big projects I've just started, so we'll see. And then next week I think I'm going to go back to my Dream Stitch. Why am I having trouble? I'm not even close. There we go. My Dream Stitch bead it cross stitch. So bead embroidery. I think I'm going to go back. I think because it's not tight. There we go. So that is it. Don't know how much crafting I'll do this week. Not as much as last week because I got plans. But there's always time for crafting. It's snowing really bad out. It's supposed to snow all day and get 10 centimeters, so not fun. Not fun. I like these colors. There's no back stitch on this one, so it's nice that you can see the picture so clearly. Because I was worried because it's, back stitch makes a big difference. I don't know what I was thinking with that spring with no back stitch. I don't know. I think I was like all the Chinese on there and so little English. The only English instructions on there was on how to actually do the cross stitch, but everything else was in Chinese. So get my Google Translator out. And of course, I can't remember what was said before, and I did figure out the mixed ones though, so that's good. I like that frame. I'm gonna look for another frame. Still haven't been to Michael's. I don't think I'm gonna go to Michael's on Tuesday because I'm gonna do that other craft store in the dollar store. Oh my gosh, I know I was gonna tell you. I got the nicest gym bag. I got a Walmart, not a Walmart, Amazon gift card for Christmas. So I bought new sheets, and then I bought a cup warmer to keep my coffee cup warm because right now it's cold. It gets cold pretty quick. I have to go heat it up in the microwave, which I don't like to do. So I bought a new gym bag. Oh my gosh, it is beautiful. It's huge. It's pink. It's blue. And the best part is it has a separate section for your gym shoes. Good, because your gym shoes are stinky. If they're not, you're doing something wrong. Or you're cleaning them every time, which I don't. I just stick them in my bag. And then it has a compartment to put your wet stuff in. So your wet stuff's not near your gym stuff, which is good because I was bringing 2 bags, one for swimming and one for gym. So now I have it all in one. There's another pocket to put your pass in, side pocket for your water. Oh my gosh. I was like so excited. Yes, I know. That is my life. Excitement over a gym bag. But yeah, so it's pretty nice. It's big. It's got a nice shoulder strap. It's not rectangle. It's kind of oblong. Not oblong. It's more rounded. That's the best word to use. Rounded. So I'm going to finish a couple more stitches, and I'm going to go check on my son. Make sure the insulin is kicked in. I'm sure he's eating me out of house and home now. The only thing with diabetes, when your sugars are high, you're eating like a banshee. I was scared to ask him how high his sugars were, so I think I'll pass on that too. I don't know how he sleeps through the alarms. When he was a kid, I never slept through his alarms. I could hear it, but now, plus I had it on my phone, but he's an adult now. He doesn't want he doesn't want it on my phone. But he definitely needs a new insulin pump for sure. So he was due like back in August, but 20-year-olds procrastinators, I guess. I try not to nag because if you nag, then they're just not going to do it at all, right? He's just going to say, forget it. So I usually say a gentle reminder, and then I get a yeah. Hopefully he calls tomorrow and gets set up with that. But like I haven't said it on this channel, but I'm thankful I live in Canada. We have a good medical system. It is far from perfect here, but I'm grateful we have a roof over our head, food on the table, and I could just go to the store and get insulin. I do not take any of that for granted. I appreciate it every single day. What I don't appreciate is the snow. That I can do without. But I've lived here all my whole life, so maybe someday I'll be one of those people that can go someplace warm in the winter. Not sure that's up my husband's alley, but maybe for a couple weeks or something. I definitely need to downsize my house, and the kids need to get out, but that's probably not going to happen for a while. So I'm grateful my children are still at home and they're in their 20s. Most days. Most days. I appreciate yesterday. It was nice. I was cross-stitching, and first my older daughter came in. She's chit-chatting. She got home from work, and then my younger daughter, who's my middle child, she came in. She's chit-chatting. And all of a sudden, she just gets up and leaves. I'm like, what was that? Oh, she went to the boyfriend's house. And I guess he was waiting for her. Came pick her up. Okay, we'll just finish these 3. And then I need more coffee, I think. I'm gonna finish these park threads. Do you find it hard going from 14 count to, or 11 count to 14 or vice versa? I don't actually. I thought I would. If my eyes are sore, then I do, but I have one of those lights that you put around your neck and it lights up your work. So I don't really have a huge problem. I actually don't mind going back and forth. A little bit different, I think. So one stitch. I'm just going to leave that because I'm going to tie it off at the end. So let's go back out and have another look at it. I'm going to finish this. This white goes up here and then along here for the I was going to call it a Ferris wheel, spinning wheel. I'm pretty sure that's not a Ferris wheel. Yeah, so I'm going to finish that. And then I'm going to put it aside for a week. Maybe, I don't know. See how next week goes on what I feel like doing. But I feel beat a cross stitch for sure. So there we go. Whatever you're doing, however you're spending your day, enjoy. Happy crafting. And I'll see you in the next video.